Okay, this game is between myself and Ironclad. He was playing on the Europe server earlier today, and we had some custom games. I'm only going to do this one because it is the most fun one, I think, from my point of view, just from what goes on in the game. He did win the next game, so I'm not going to do that again because it's not as fun. And no, it's not just because I won the game, no, it's because this one has some good stuff in it, okay guys? Anyway, as you're well aware, I think that human versus undead is pretty imbalanced. In fact, I think it's very imbalanced, with the undead player having to play significantly better than the human player to get any sort of chance of winning this matchup. Anyway, hopefully this will be addressed in the next patch, but for now, I better pause the game so we can sync up. Oops. So 45 seconds for that actually, so 45 seconds, we just want to fast forward, rewind, whatever, get to 45 seconds and we will unpause it. So, because it's 45 seconds, I better pause for a second, blah 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 blah. 45 seconds, unpausing now. So as you can see, I'm undead at 6 o'clock whilst Ironclad is at the right hand position with his human. Undead, so I'm doing Graveyard and Crypt. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm doing a fiend build. You might want to take note of this order if you play Undead, because this is the... Actually, I've screwed this order up completely. As you can see, I've done 2 ziggurats, where in fact you should do 1 ziggurat, then altar, then a second ziggurat. So I did that in the wrong order there, but not to worry. I'm sure you understand the order okay. So anyway, Graveyard, then Crypt, then Ziggurat, then Altar, then Ziggurat, then 2 Fiends. Now, why Fiends, are you asking? Because ghouls suck. Yeah, that's the problem. Ghouls suck late game. MK destroys them. I've tried all sorts of combos with ghouls, and whatever you do, you're basically going to lose. Most of the time, unless the human player makes a mistake or you play absolutely out of your skin. And the other good reason for doing fiends, especially in this map, is the fact you can creep those golems fairly quickly. But as you can see, in this game there won't be so much creeping, but a lot of good harassment, good play and stuff. Anyway, you saw that footman scout me at 6 o'clock, so the footman is well aware of where I am. And as you are well aware, humans always do quick expansion on most maps, and this is no exception. The human with footmen, mage. I know he expands at this top spot. I'm just waiting for him to turn the militia on. Is he going to do it? Oh, there they go! The militia of doom, going to quick expand, going to show us some imbalance in this matchup where human can quick expand and can also stop other races from quick expanding whilst quick expanding. How imbalanced is that? Amazing. Anyway, 4 militia on our way to quick expand, and the undead player, me, is doing Death Knight, 2 fiends, and what I'm going to do now is I have no idea where the human player is, but I am actually sending the fiends up to drag back some creeps to my main base because the DK was delayed because I started the altar late. And as you can see, some exciting stuff going up at the human expansion. 4 militia, mage, elemental. Look at that elemental getting targeted by the creeps. It's soaking up all the damage. The militia are entirely unhurt, as is his footmen. Wow. Talk about imbalance. Guys, is that not ridiculous? What race can creep those creeps so fast? None. Anyway, DK, 3 fiends. I'm still in those shitty little creeps whilst he's cleared all that crap. Level 2 already. An expansion which I can't stop very easily. Whatever. Anyway. Mage, 3 footmen. And the 3 footmen and the mage are going to creep. Now, the fact of the matter is, you need to creep these shots pretty quickly in this map so you can get one of those good items. Greater healing potion, greater mana potions, etc. Let's see what item I get here. I am getting a potion of invulnerability. Not bad, not bad. Quite like that one. Prefer the other 2 that I said. And the mage actually got Sentry Ward, very good item if he uses them well. Now what we're going to see here is I'm quite lucky here. I actually come across his units here. Now, because he came from that direction, it made me think that he started at either 12 o'clock or the top right hand position, somewhere like that. I had no idea he started right beside me, no idea whatsoever until later in the game. And I'll tell you when I find out. Anyway, focus firing, good play there from me I would say, because I simultaneously focus fired on a water elemental and an injured footman, and that allowed me to kill both of them very, very quickly and get quite a nice experience there. So that was level 2 Death Knight. Actually, level 2 Death Knight is nearly exactly the same experience now. And as you see, that fiend is on its way to join the rest of my army, and my army has just found its quick expansion. So I'm focus firing on peasants one at a time. Focus firing, very, very important. Do not play unless you're focus firing. So there you go, 2 peasants dead with focus firing. And he's running those militia away. That's 3 peasants dead with focus firing. Now I'm focus firing on the most injured footman. And I'm focus firing on the next most injured footman. And I'm healing the fiend which is getting targeted. Now I definitely have an advantage here. Now he's doing the right thing. He's continuing to make peasants from his town hall because they can just be turned into militia. And as you're well aware, militia have the attack of a footman. Just less hit points. So they are very, very good. I'm targeting his mage, making it run away, but he's got good micro. He's not going to let his mage die to fiends. And as you can see, I'm microing the most injured fiend away from the battle. And now he is refocus firing on a new fiend, which he managed to kill. And I'm focus firing back into his mage whilst he is focus firing on another injured fiend. So it's all about focus firing in the early part of the game. All early games it should be conducted in a focus fire type manner. And you see the DK chasing the mage. Now watch the DK chasing the mage. DK has the aura of speed, so it can catch up with the mage. I'm lucky enough here. And as you see, my fiends are getting well hit here. So anyway, the mage is quickly running back to the golems. Very good play from Ironclad. He sacrifices his mage. I get no experience for that mage. And he does not waste a portal just to portal an injured mage home, which would die when we next met. If you understand that, yeah. So if you look at all those fiends, all the fiends are extremely injured. Very, very badly injured. 3 fiends, all terribly injured, but I'm managing to keep them alive, and as you see, this will be a good decision on my part. And then I've got another fiend there, very nearly getting trapped there. So I realise at this point I am wasting my time at this expansion. As I said before, impossible to kill human expansions, just impossible. No matter what you do, no matter what build you do, if you kill a human expansion, it is because a human has screwed up in a big way. So Ironclad holds on to his expansion with militia, and at this point in time I'm very, very worried. So I decide to leave. Look at all those fiends, just clicking all those fiends, all very, very injured. I'm leaving them on the blight to heal over time, and meanwhile I am creeping with a DK and 1 fiend. So trying my best to creep with the 1 fiend in DK. Another good thing about this map is the centre. If you manage to get up to level tier 2, you will be able to research the web upgrade, then you can get the Drake down. But unfortunately, versus a human player, again, it is impossible to do that because a human player can creep it much faster than you can get web with elementals. So I have had experience of that. So the human player has his mage back in the game and he's going back to creeping. So all that time, all I managed to do was clear 1 shop whilst his mage was reviving. So I didn't really get much of an advantage out of that at all. Nothing really. So no advantage, really. So I managed to get a potion of greater mana, a great item there that time. Why was it a great item? Because coil is very important for healing those fiends. Much more so important than, say, if you're going a ghoul build. Level 3 coil, very efficient for healing fiends. Anyway, I now have a 40 army, which is 7 fiends and 2 heroes. And the Dreadlord has got carrying as the first spell. Now what I'm planning on doing here is I'm planning on going to harass the human expansion again. And I've left an item there, manual of health.